What up? I got the question of the day for you. What do you doubt or question about yourself? Okay, so let's take a deep breath. Okay, and let's talk about this because we all doubt or question something about ourselves, right? Not everybody's walking around the world all confident and we're the only ones that question ourselves, right? There's always going to be a part of us. It's like, should I do it? Should I not do it? And so I want to hear from you. Comment below and come be part of this judgment-free conversation. I created this channel and these questions as a form of support. Let's unite, not untie, right? Let's share ideas. Let's support one another because that's what this is really all about, right? This is about not feeling alone. And so I know sometimes we're afraid to talk about the things that we doubt or we question because they're like, what if I'm the only one that feels that way? I promise you, you are not the only person that feels this way. So I want to tell you kind of what happened to me on Saturday to give you kind of where my questioning and my doubt comes from. Because, you know, I'm a women's empowerment coach. You know, I teach college over at Northeastern. I mean, I'm here to help people. And so I'm here to help people be more confident and to use their voice. And even sometimes I have problems using my own voice, right? Because I'm not exempt, right? Like I'm not on the other side of this all cured and fixed. And last Saturday, I went to this kind of info session, this meeting about the Women's March on Washington here in Chicago. And I don't know how many people there were. There was maybe like 100, mostly women. There were some men there. But so some of the organizers got up and talked. And then at the end, they were like, hey, you know, any woman wants to get up, or any person in general, I guess, want to get up and share their why story, like why they're going to Washington. And I kept thinking, like, should I go? Should I not go? And I played the ping pong match, you know, in my head, right? The like, I should get up and talk. Who cares what I have to say? But I should really get up and talk because, like, I've got a why, right? And I'm valid. And that's what I teach other women, that they're valid. And then I was like, I don't know, maybe I'm pushing my agenda too much. And then it's just like, you know, a couple women got up and then they're like, we have time for one more person to come up. And I just, like, I raised my hand and I got up and I was only up there for like 2 minutes, right? It was just, you know, it's just it's just like, boom, like a blast. And I was actually like nervous. Like it's kind of crazy because like I teach public speaking. I get up in front of crowds all the time. But that's not what I was nervous about. I think I was nervous about because now it's like, you know, 100 pairs of eyes on me, right? Like it's all like, I'm like talking to a new audience. And I got up and I spoke about my ABCs of how women are socialized, right? I did a TED Talk about that, which I'll put a link below. And, you know, I just talked about how I'm so sick and tired of women being treated like second-class citizens, right? I'm just so sick and tired of us like having to beg for like health care and just, I don't know, basic stuff. And so I got up and I spoke and, you know, and I said what I had to say. And then there was some closing remarks and then the meeting ended and I got back and I sat in my seat and I was like, oh my God, I felt like I was just a mess. Like I felt great. And I'm so glad I got up. I didn't regret getting up and speaking, but I was like, oh my God, like it was like exhilarating and exhausting and just maddening, I guess, all at the same time. And so I guess I question and doubt myself all the time. And it's funny because I had women come up to me and say like, oh my God, I'm so glad you spoke. Like, I'm so glad, you know, what you had to say. And then I had this amazing woman, Erin, come up to me and she's like, oh my God, like, you know, I want to work with you. And I actually ended up talking with Erin yesterday. And I told her this story. I told her like, hey, listen, like, I'm scared too. Like, I get nervous too because we get really caught up in like this momentum and this inertia and we get very complacent and comfortable and we need to break out of that. And so please know that I sit here questioning and doubting myself every day, but I have to push through it, right? I have to just push to the other side and know that everyone else is doubting themselves too and that we're not alone in this. So that's a little bit about me. Now I want to hear from you. Comment below and come be part of this judgment-free conversation. And hey, while you're here, subscribe. Come hang out with us. This is kind of a cool place to be. And invite a friend because the more people that are part of this conversation, the sooner we can change the world. Thanks.